Good evening, minions, and welcome back to Evil Genius 2 World Domination. Since the last episode, there has been a huge update for the game. Far too many to go over right now. I recommend you go to Steam and have a look at them for yourself. However, I'm sure we will stumble across some as we play. Talking of playing, I'd also like to continue our mission with wrecking Bola. I'd like to silence her once and for all. I've also spotted some loot I'm quite interested in, and who knows, maybe at some point we'll take over the world. One thing I have noticed is that they have now unlocked the last two minion types earlier on in the game. I personally found the pacing to be perfectly fine, things unlocked when I needed and expected them. However, for a lot of people who like to race through games at an alarming rate, nothing was happening quick enough. So now we've got stuff that I'm not used to having. I'm not going to recruit them right now because we do want to continue with wrecking Bola. Look, the brave and the Bola. You now have wrecking Bola's undivided attention. Good, good. Keep your operations afloat as she and her agents attempt to infiltrate and undermine you at every level. Blimey, and I could do with this gold, indeed I could, for wages for minions. Your saber operations are rife with interference from Wrecking Bola's associates. Show them that it will take more than power tools to unmake a glorious empire such as yours.
You thought angering me would make me go away, big brain? Makes me wonder how big your brain actually is.
You started a fight. You can hardly be surprised that I took steps to end it.
Everything you've built is the fight. You are everything I've spent my life trying to fix.
What are you trying to fix, exactly? Ingenuity, ambition, an unerring sense of fashion?
There's no fixing you. All I can do is build something newer and better on the rubble.
There have been so many changes and adjustments to the world stage. I highly recommend you do check them out. For us though, we want to defy Wrecking Bola on the world stage. Look at this. This looks like one, yes. We need to do this 3 times. This area is locked down, but look, we do have them here around the saber area. Oh look, there's one over here as well. Oh, and there's not much heat in this area either. Let's have a look here. Maybe we'll start with this one. Wetworking and networking. The bars in Nairobi are a steady recruiting pool for you. But lately, no one's biting when your recruiters come calling. Find out who's scaring off your next crop of future minions. It went so quickly. We're already on to the second one. Let's have a look here. One of your ships has sent word that, thanks to sabotage, it's stuck off the coast of Madagascar. Dispatch a team to retrieve all the treasure on board and maybe the crew, if there's room. And for our final one, the third one, exit before you wreck it. Your planned escape route for a painting heist in Rabat has been demolished on no notice. You suspect wrecking Bola, but before you can confirm it, you must send a team to create a new escape route. They were all so fast. That was glorious. Now, demolition experts the world over are following Wrecking Bola's example. Show them what you've shown her time and time again. That it won't end well for them. Now, it seems we're going to have to kill demolition squaddies. This is not them. Look at these investigators. Look at them. I wonder where the demolition squaddies are.
Something is wrong with either the minions or the training room, boss.
Oh, really? Oh, goodness. Again, all the time, constantly. I have not seen anything arrive here. There's been lots of adjustments to the doors as well, by the way, which has been pretty marvellous. So I am closing them all again. As you may have noticed, I've had them open a lot recently, yes. No need to do that now. How wonderful. How wonderful. Where are these demolition squaddies? Oh, here they are. Here they are. Lovely. Yes, well, let's wait for them to get out of the casino. That'll be good. Also, another adjustment is they've made it so that more guests arrive at your casino. Look at this. Now I feel like there's a need to put more stuff in. You know, it now feels like there's not enough here. It's quite alarming. Oh, yes, also, they've all been picking up their guns. There was quite the rush, you know. There was quite the rush. I'm actually really enjoying seeing the casino with lots of people in it. Isn't that amazing? Oh, okay, well, we might deal with this later. Is it looking dark around here? It's almost like it's really overcast, though. I swear the game didn't used to be this dark. Oh, the squaddies are upsetting everyone, are they? Oh, what's happening out here? Oh, here you are. Hello, hello. Well, kill them, yes.
And taken care of.
We do want them all... Oh, look, they killed the guard. Another thing, as well, that was adjusted was that... guard posts are now prioritized over waiting for intruders at these tables. And you can actually now request particular soldiers to stand at these ghosts in the minion thing. You know the minion thing. Look, they've added guard posts and stuff. We've got the laboratory and they've just added all sorts of things. It makes it so marvelous, yes. And doors open quicker for minions, but slower for agents and such, which is also great. There's no waiting time at all now for your henchman or your genius. What's going on here? We can see we've got new guns being used. Batons for close-up action. Oh, wow. Did you see that? He was on the floor and they still were smashing his face in. That's nice. How are you doing? Very weak, very weak. Yeah, they're both gone. Lovely. Well done, everyone. Can we get some repairs over here? Take better care of the equipment, underlings. Another thing is with items. So with items, it'll now tell you that this is considered a suspicious item, you see, and saboteurs will want to get into it. So I've put a saboteur door on there, making it just a little bit harder for them to get through, you see. Look, saboteurs. All these items are suspicious. So yeah, I'm even in the training room, actually, I noticed. Look, suspicious to soldiers. Yes, mercenary. I mean, why would you be training hitmen in a casino, after all? Anyway, with all of her flunkies dealt with, we now need to lure Wrecking Bola on the world stage. What does it say specifically? Anything interesting? Wrecking Bola has positioned herself in your way, and she's spoiling for a fight. Oblige her. Very well. This is another new thing, actually, that you can just lure the targets directly now. Yes, so all we need to do is click that. And she comes straight to us. Isn't that great? Eager to avenge the sting of her most recent loss, Wrecking Bola is headed for your lair. Defeat her. Now, there's a bunch of changes to be getting on with. Yes. Good, good. And then with this starting to take shape, we can come through here and just add lots of games. Maybe take away more chairs, more games. It's going to be beautiful. Right, I have been trying to find Wrecking Bola. I had absolutely no idea where she was. I think for the first time she must have teleported in, and they've started setting fire to all of this. This is interesting, actually, because I was thinking once I've worked out how many of these I'm going to need, I might start looking at dividing up these spaces, because I thought if a fire breaks out, then it's going to be pretty devastating. Yes. Well, I wasn't wrong. I was just a little late. So we... Oh, yes, people keep saying capture, capture. Capture everyone. Kill the rest. That's it. Is that one of theirs? That's one of theirs, yes. Right, let's get Eli down here. Let's get him to Wrecking Bola. No, he won't do that. Fine. What about... Oh, I'm a bit worried about her, actually. It'll let me on there. Right. Let's see. So here we are. It's all pretty rough. We may get power issues here, everyone. Yes. Shall we get that open? They are in combat. It is true. We can't worry about the fire just at the moment. Right, here they come with their big bad guns, but then they get their fists out. Who are we shooting at over here? Oh, look. Ah, they're on fire. That's it. Good old smack around the chops. Oh, look. Defeated again, this super agent has let slip some valuable information about themselves. The next time you meet, this will be their downfall. Ah, your luck held this time, but nothing lasts forever. Interesting. Well, we've got a few problems, which we'll come back to in just one moment. But let's finish this, shall we? I could do with the doubloons.
So, Wrecking Bola, you took your best shot, and yet I don't appear to be fixed yet. Care to try again?
You barely survived what I did to you. You would not survive a second time.
Your grandstanding is commendable, but the effect is diminished when it comes from someone I've beaten.
Please, you haven't beaten me. This time next week you'll be gone, and I'll be home playing with my dogs.
Dogs, I see. Well, Bola, next time we meet, do remember, there was a time when you could have walked away.
Oh my god, what are we going to do to her dogs? No! Oh no! Oh no, this sounds like it's gonna be really horrible. I mean, you know, messing up people is one thing, but messing with dogs is quite another. Wow. Come on. So anyway, we've not been able to capture, still no capture. I've been saying that you can't capture them. Well, you can capture these, and they're actually pretty good in what saves you training up. They can be all sorts of things. Like they might be quite a good soldier or something. I'm not entirely sure because I don't bother with it particularly. Look at this! I should have done the separation. I should have done it. But yes, you can't capture super agents, except possibly on the very final part of their storyline. So we'll give it a go. Oh my goodness. How's everybody doing? Yes, we have some fire extinguishers here as well. Probably all going to spread. We have a bit of an inferno issue. My goodness. Yes, they may need to be full, as I might have to buy a lot of generators in just one moment. Although they're doing quite a spectacular job of getting these out, I'm just hoping it doesn't spread again. Don't want it to spread back. Oh, it's very efficient. We've not had... They are being dealt with, yes. They're not doing a terrible job. It's actually quite marvellous. Well done, minions! Oh, I'm extremely impressed. Thank you very much. I noticed that we do not have an option here to get Wrecking Bola's storyline continued. Oh my goodness. Oh, I guess we might have to wait for her for a little bit. Well, in that case, we should continue on with the main storyline. At the same time, there is some loot that I would like to look into. Look at this. One of the only scientific minds you respect is Dr. Henry Jekyll. You've heard his serum increases vitality at the cost of an empowered evil side. But you're already evil, aren't you? You know who Henry Jekyll is by reputation. But it wouldn't hurt to know more specifics about the man before you meet with him. Now, before we do a little research on Jekyll, I think we should have a look at this Void software. Program Void to override the agent's tech. Yes, of course, all these agents are just bypassing our traps, and it must stop. We're going to have to find this Lundstrom and deal with this situation. To the information buckets. Let's kill two stones, no. Let's kill two birds with one stone. While we are completing the research, I'd like to trace this scientist Lundstrom. Did this not get repaired? Please fix the equipment, underlings.
An item has been destroyed.
Ugh, that's fine. That's fine. It could stay destroyed. In fact, while we're here, would you like to sell this and this and replace? That's it. Lovely. Yes. I suppose we might as well start doing that task. Oh yes, one thing that has also been changed is more details on the different types of minions. I have had questions about these, but of course because there's been no proof on the screen, people aren't entirely sure. So here it is, above average armor, damage and spotting power. You see, that's the benefit of a guard over deception and science minions, you see. That and they will go after a fight rather than run away, whereas that may happen with deception and science minions. And then with mercenaries, you can see that we have excellent armor damage and spotting power, which is fantastic. Now, these two both have incredible armor damage and spotting power. So these two are better than these mercenaries, right? Now, you might think, why? What's the difference between martial artists and hitmen, given that their armor damage and spotting power is basically the same? But martial artists are very good for close-up combat in your face, smashing you around the head and that sort of stuff. Very good hands-on hands, you know, whereas your hitmen are more of your ranged attack, you know, with the guns and whatnot. Now, I'm supposed to have 20 martial artists. I don't know what's happened to them. I do tend to have more hitmen. I don't necessarily recommend this balance. This balance is probably wrong. It's just that I like hitmen. It's a personal preference. It's not the way I'd recommend you play. A mixture of these two balanced is a good idea, I would say. Plus, you can see that martial artists are also cheaper. So my wages is quite outrageous with these hitmen. So this is definitely a cheaper option. But they are going to suffer with things like Wrecking Bola. So this will probably change once we have dealt with Wrecking Bola. I've just gone a little bit mad for the moment. But yeah, so you fiddle and play with them and decide on your wages and all this sort of stuff. But this continues into other areas as well, you see. So you now have your deception minions. I think valets are pretty obvious, despite being one of the lowest rungs on the ladder. Comes with superior attitude, which is nice. But then you get things like your spin doctors, which can reduce suspicion and skill on most agents. And then here with socialites, they have unrivaled spotting power and will see through most disguises. You see how fantastic they are. And then with your science minions, they perform simple research, and then we have advanced research. And then here we will have our quantum chemists, which will be even better. And they can use equipment the other ones can't. Science is a little bit more simple, I suppose. So that's quite good. You see, a little bit more information, which is always useful, isn't it? Oh yes, we have this saboteur, don't we? Yes, we should brainwash Daniel Buckley here. Yes, let's get that done. Let's see what type of minion we get out of him. It should be pretty good, I would have thought. Come on then, saboteur. Because that's all he is, of course. He's just a normal saboteur. He's not particularly special. He's just a saboteur. He became a valet. Interesting choice. I was not expecting that. Oh, look. Here we go. So this is my entertainment area, you see. Bars, music, the reception, some games. This is where we're going to put the majority of the games, though. We're going to be keeping the stage here for everyone to enjoy, yes. But I want a lot of slot machines. That's very true. So we need to sort that out. Good, excellent. With that research done, we can now look at Doctor History. Fantastic. Back to the information buckets. I do enjoy the slot machines. Yes, indeed I do. Look. She's so busy gambling. Fantastic. You're doing such a marvellous job. Yes, you are. Yes. Lovely. With these two items done on Brainframe, we now need to raid the scientist lab on the world stage. We need to find out who's working there. Oh yes, I actually increased the science training room. Do you like it? Now we've got 2 of these and 2 of these, which is nice. I think 1 technician is probably fine. It's pretty quick training. Although I believe some of the higher level training they have now increased the speed of as well in their recent changes. Could probably do with making their eating facilities a little larger. That probably wouldn't go amiss. Yes, I've noticed that these take a little while to load in, which is a little bit weird. I do love the information buckets. The little plinky plonky sounds as my little underlings do their work. They're so very good, aren't they? I do enjoy my sciencing minions. Excellent. Send your science minions to Jekyll's house with a large armed escort. Take the doctor's serum by force. Oh, really? Is that... It's not a very elegant solution to this, is it? Oh, well. Very, very well. Right, here we are. Obtain the serum on the world stage. Dr. Jekyll is a simple enough man to subdue. If you send enough force, he should be intimidated into cooperation. Dispatch a large detachment to take his serum from him. Fantastic. It really is a large group, isn't it? Now, we already have a money scheme running here. It's quite a good money scheme. Mind you, saying that, the vaults are full. We really need to deal with the vault situation. Fine, very well. Do you know what? We might cancel this. You know? It's only 20,000. Yes, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Let's do this instead. It's a quick one as well. Was that 10 seconds? My goodness. Oh, look, we have a Jane Steele. At least she's well dressed, unlike the other idiot that keeps turning up. I like this increase to visitors to the casino. Look what it's made me do. It's made me change aspects of my casino. Actually make it, have more things in it. Just because we now have people in the casino. It feels like it's worth doing, And before, agents would keep repeat using items, whereas they won't now. They'll use an item once and then they move on, and they use it for less time. You see? So there's even more reason now for me to do more with the casino. It's really good. It's these are changes that have actually worked to make me build my casino. Well done. Well done. Here comes Jane. Here she comes. It'll take her a little bit longer to get in through the door. I do have a camera here, but they keep disarming all the traps. Something that we are working on. Oh, look, Mr. Hyde is a different man than Dr. Jekyll, but they share some habits in common. Take what you know about Jekyll's behaviors and extrapolate the location of Hyde's secret lab. Ooh, more research to be done. Let's do this then. Here it is. Yes, good. Off you go. Back to the information buckets. Well done, minions. Can we deal with her? Yes. Put away the big guns. Did you see that? For some fisticuffs. It's funny you should talk about how agents dress. Have you seen the other food you send? Wow. Bit of a pummeling, I would say. Bit of a pummeling. That's it. Thanks, Eli, once again for being late. Utterly useless Eli. He's very good. He's very good. Yes, he didn't survive very long, though. Or she. We need to train up a mercenary. Not a problem. But we can continue with the Brainframe. Your control room has traced communications from the forces of justice to a lab in Stockholm. That must be where they're getting the wristwatch gadgets. Find out who's responsible. Oh, look at that. So we've been able to use the code to upgrade Void. Fantastic. Lovely, lovely. Yes, okay, right. Well, we definitely need to get Lundstrom on her world tour. Find the source of the system's malfunction. This is definitely something I want to do. Defend your operations from the forces of justice. Lovely, lovely. So, we need to capture some agents. Yes, we do. Some research. We have some research running at the moment for Dr. Jekyll here. Oh, look, a wave of investigators has arrived. What perfect timing. That got pretty rough. I love the bees. Yes, more bees. Not enough bees. I want all the bees. That's it. Get them. Excellent. Shoot them. Shoot them dead. There we go. Oh, we're beating them. We're beating them. Careful now, everyone. Careful now. What happened to the chips in your heads? Oh my goodness. Right. Kill them. He's going to get you all harmed if he's setting off all the traps. Well done, Ryan. Being such a fool. Don't be like Ryan, minions. Ah, here she is on her world tour, Kansas City. Keynote, you've stolen Lundstrom's notes from her speech at a Kansas City graduation. It's making you sick reading about how science can give people more control over their lives. Put a stop to this drivel. Her tour continues. Look, photo finish. Lundstrom is scheduled for a photo op with some young scientists in Panama City. Stop her before she corrupts the youth with her noble ideas. Indeed. Now, it is also going to attract a blue saint over here, but c'est la vie. Ah, when I started the previous, the next one popped up, so we know where she's going to be heading to next. Security breach. You've just had word that Lundstrom is making a stop in Cape Town at a security summit. The summit security is no match for your kidnappers. Let's try and catch her there if we can. We will replace this money one. Bit of a shame, but these things have to be done. Here comes Blue Saint. Ugh. Here we are. That's it. Well done. What else have we got here? They're going down pretty quick, aren't they? Yes. Lovely. Oh, he's gone. Yes. Well, that was brief. Oh, this is wonderful. They're getting lost in all the bee traps. Lovely. Oh, this is a lot of fun. Sit. Aren't they brilliant? Oh, they're amazing. Bees are the best. Don't leave. Don't leave. It's turned into a quivering mess. It's quite fantastic. That's it. Back to the casino with you. Although, if you want to play with the bees some more, I'd be up for it. Yes. Yes. Play with the killer bees, please. In fact, I might actually... Yes. I want to see more bees. Ah, it's arrived on the map. The final one. Talk show takedown. Lundstrom is scheduled. Scheduled? Lundstrom is scheduled to make an appearance on a Tokyo talk show. Whisk her away from the studio before the cameras roll. This time we'll get Lundstrom. Do you know they've adjusted these choppers as well? They come and go much quicker now, so if you build up a lot of teams to send out, they go very quickly indeed. No more hanging around waiting for the choppers to come in. Also, the minions fill the posts a lot faster. They'll abandon a lot more tasks around the lair in order to go on schemes, yes. Worth bearing in mind, there's so many changes that it has adjusted the way that I play the game. That is very true. Definitely worth a read. This Lundstrom is a slippery little bugger, yes. Lundstrom is starting her publicity tour with a whirlwind appearance at an innovation conference in Mumbai. Send a team to bundle her into a car before she moves on. It lacks elegance. But I'll tell you one thing. The burlap sack trick has never failed us once. Get her. Atomic Olga is on her way. Well, saying that, we probably have equal sort of guns now, don't we? Shouldn't be too bad. We have a lot of ranged minions, indeed we do. Although she is going to scare away all of our guests as she walks through. There's not really much I can do about that. Ah, we have found Hyde's secret lab. Now, go appropriate his technology so you can replicate his experiments without his help. Fantastic. But before we do that, we need to continue with these system malfunctions. We need to find the source. So we need to get this research done at the information buckets. Let's see here. Mr. Hyde tried to make a fool out of you. Now you found his laboratory, which is full of all sorts of interesting technology. Pay back his duplicity and clean him out. Symmetry had the nerve to come to my lair. Look at this. Yes. She's taking us on. Luckily, I'm not alone.
I'm thinking.
Get her, everyone.
Minions are in combat.
Goodbye, Symmetry.
A great rogue can admit when she's beaten.
Good.
Too bad I'm better than great.
What is this? Pick that up. Get rid of that. Gosh, she had quite a lot on her, didn't she? It's quite a lot to collect. Quite a lot to collect.
Is always part of my keys.
Oh, look, Jekyll's potion can be weaponized into a gas you can use to defend your lair. But you need to test it before deploying it. Luckily, you have no shortage of volunteers. Look at it. Here it is. I put it in the corridor. Here we go. We can see it in all of its glory. Just one sip is all it takes to unleash your inner monster. Note, side effects include hair loss and fear of words. Will not work on those who have an outer monster. Test potion. Who wants to come and have a sip? Come on. Somebody. Anybody. Come on now. Don't be afraid. Step up. Step up, minions. Oh my goodness. That's it. Oh! 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 Ah. Are you okay? It's definitely having an effect. Oh, she keeps going back for more. Yeah, she's doing it. She's making some interesting noises over there. The new loot item is secure in your lair. Fantastic. Just dismiss that minute. Is that it? What? Okay. But maybe she has like increased armor and stuff for a bit. I don't know. That was most unusual. Anyway, we have our new loot item, which is fantastic. We have found the source of the system malfunctions. Wonderful. How excellent. I think that is all that we have time for today. But in the next episode, we will be kidnapping Lundstrom. Fantastic. We'll be interrogating her even better. And we need to quarantine the void at the device. Oh my goodness, that sounds alarming. That sounds like quite a lot of work. We'll also take on Wrecking Bola, if that turns up. But if it doesn't, I think we might start a new henchman side story. It's about time we recruited some more muscle around here. Be seeing you, minions.